What's up, guys? So this is definitely a different angle than I'm used to filming at. On my last video, someone commented and asked if they could get a day in the life, and so figured, why not? I have a lot of things to do today. I actually made a list on my phone. I do want to soak some beans because I want to pressure can some more beans, because I know that I've been using my cans of beans that I've already pressure canned, and I'm probably down to maybe 4, and I'll probably use those today because I want to make chili. I've been looking for my sourdough starter and couldn't find it, and then yesterday I saw it in the back of the refrigerator, so I want to see if I can get that out and revive that. I picked green tomatoes a few days ago, and I saw a recipe about pickled green tomatoes, so I thought I would try that because I still have some brine from when I pickled cucumbers and pepper mixture, and so I figured I could reuse the brine and pickle some green tomatoes. If you hear movement in the background, we do have 2 dogs that stay inside of our room. We actually have 4 dogs altogether, if you didn't know, and 4 cats. So yes, 2 dogs are moving in here. I also need to wash 2 of my daughter's hair, and I need to twist my son's hair. His birthday is on Sunday. He's gonna be 15. We're celebrating on Saturday. We're so excited about that. But I'll probably do that later because it's supposed to rain today. Right now it's 75 degrees. It's about 9 a.m. And I'm starting a little later than I wanted to. And I definitely have some gardening stuff that I want to get done before the rain. I have trash inside of our truck that's been there for about 3 days, and I keep forgetting to drop it off at the trash because we don't have trash pickup. We have to actually either burn our trash or bring it to the facility, which is not far. It's about 2 minutes down the road, but I've just been forgetting, and it's been sitting and getting rained on. So that's probably the first thing that we're gonna do. I also have like 3 boxes of Goodwill things that I haven't donated yet. I have stuff I need to return at Walmart. I have a whole bunch of cardboard boxes that we broke down that's sitting inside my glass room that I've been saving because I thought I was gonna use from the garden. But it's so easy to get cardboard boxes because we have a Family Dollar and a Dollar Tree. So I'm just gonna actually move those cardboard boxes because they're in the way and I can't store them anymore. And if I need more, then I'll just go to the stores and get them. I also have more tomatoes that I want to plant, potatoes I want to plant, I have seeds I want to plant, so lots of things that I want to get done. But before we do any of that, I wanted to just give you a brief intro on what we're going to be doing today. We are a homeschool family, so this is what our table looks like. This is where my 2 daughters, they do their school. So for math, we are using Saxon Math. We use Easy Peasy. It's a website called a free website, all in one. We use that for science as well as for reading. That was loud. Language arts. And then we also have Wordly Wise for vocabulary. And most of the subjects, they do school together. This is what I call our school cart. Each kid has, so we have our son, he has a container. My Anaya, she has a container right here. She's in 5th grade. And then we have Nehemiah, I think, yes, her school books, which most of them are gone. And then I do have a school book for my 4-year-old Nael. She's in preschool. I bought this cart when we lived inside of our trailer because it was compact and it fit all of our school books on it, and I decided to continue using it this year. I know this is a mess, but this is actually all of the boxes that we've been throwing in the corner, piling up, and we need to get them out into the truck. We have to first take the cardboard out before we could get the trash, and then the trash goes into those red containers. Okay, we are back home, and before I move any further, I want to stop and show you this air purifier that I've been using. It is from a company called OK Show, and it is the Apollo 630. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we do have 4 dogs and 4 cats that live in here. Our dogs, half of them go outside at night because we do have a Great Pyrenees, which is a livestock guardian dog. So he goes out at night to protect the animals from predators at nighttime, but during the day he's in the house. If you know anything about Great Pyrenees, they're big, they're white, they're fluffy and hairy. We also have a German Shepherd who sheds a lot, and then cats. So I got this air purifier, and it's been running every day for about 3 weeks. I'll insert a picture or a video of when we first got it, and this is going to be my first time looking into this purifier since it's been running, but I'm pretty sure based on the videos I saw that it has caught so much hair, because obviously living with so many animals, you're struggling with hair everywhere. So it's been sitting right here in this corner because we have a litter box right here, and then we have our cat scratching post, one of them right here. That's the noise that it's been making. I'm gonna turn it off, and this is the side. That's insane. So that's the hair that's been collecting over 3 weeks. And I knew this was working because I definitely felt less hair while we were cleaning up. This is insane though. I was definitely expecting a lot of hair, but I don't know, not in clumps. There's like a cat. So the filter I just showed you, I'm just on the website. I will have a link to it in my description box, but as you can see, it does say that it collects 99.9% of dust, smoke, and hair. And it says it purifies 300 square feet in only 15 minutes. And it does have a timer where you can do 2, 4, 6, 8, or just on all the time. It does do wider coverage. It takes longer time, and it tells you how does it filter. So I really like my filter, and if you're looking for an air purifier, definitely check them out. They also sell them on Amazon, but like I said, I'll leave a link to it in my description box. Okay, so we are in the kitchen, and I am going to start putting in the ingredients for the chili later tonight. I have some homemade canned chicken broth. I have canned beans, and then I even have a can of ground beef. And I'm going to add all of these ingredients to this crock pot, as well as that can of crushed tomatoes. Nehemiah, can you pass me that can of crushed tomatoes? Can you put that in the jar? Okay, so I have this big gallon-sized bag. I've harvested 540 onions from the bed that I just planted out in the last video of tomatoes, and we've been slowly cutting them and putting them in 2 gallon-sized freezer bags. So I needed 1 onion, so I'm just gonna pour some onions into the chili, put this back in the freezer. I think right now we're up to 3 gallon-sized Ziploc bags of onions, and we still have a whole, like maybe 3/4 of a bushel of onions that we need to continue processing. So I already have all of the seasonings in here. I'm just going to mix it a little bit. I already turned it on low because this is going to be dinner. So we are in the corner of my I guess this is my pantry area. We have a little pantry closet, but it's super small. But this is where I keep all of my bulk ingredients. So I have like dried rice down here, oatmeal, macaroni pasta, and beans, sugar, and flour. So I just looked it up, and pinto beans, where 2 cups of dry beans equal a pound, it said. So I think I'm gonna get 6 cups of this. Okay, before we continue, I'm just looking at my list right here. So I did soak beans, I started the chili, did move the cardboard boxes, did go to the trash. So, oh, I need to check on my sourdough since I'm still in the kitchen. And then I don't know where are those green tomatoes. I'll go ahead and get those in the brine as well since I'm already in the kitchen. So that's what it's looking like now. I'm going to put the lid on and put it in my microwave and let it sit, and we'll see if we get some bubbles going on in there. Okay, we have finished math lesson with Nehemiah. Anybody else's kid doesn't want to do school? Just mine? No? Okay. Anyway, so we are going to sit out these brassicas. So they've been growing in here. I did replant some of them, so some of them are smaller than others. I could take that one off. But I'm going to actually bring them outside so that it's a cloudy day, and this one is a little sunburnt, well, light burnt. I want to bring them outside to start hardening them off. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed some tomato plants to plant in this forever garden bed. You saw in my last video. So these are suckers that I took off of other plants, and I sprouted them in water, and then when they got roots, put them in these containers. They are dry, so I'm going to need to water, even though it's supposed to rain today. You can see they made it. So this bed is 8 foot long. I only have 3 trellises that I can put in here, so I'm separating them, one on each end and then one in the middle. And between them, I'm going to add these squash plants. So this one is a lemon squash and this one's a total eclipse. And I'll put them in the centers or beside each tomato plant. I do have trellises, like I said, for these tomatoes to grow up on, but I have to put them together. They are from Forever Garden Beds. I did just use the blood meal and bone meal and didn't plant them deep because there are wood chips at the bottom of this, and so I just planted them where I stopped seeing soil and started seeing wood chips. Added in some more potting soil, and that's what we'll see how these do. It is supposed to rain, but I don't know how much and for how long, so I am going ahead and giving these plants some water because they were pretty dry when I planted them in here. I'll probably just leave this hose and let it soak the whole bed. Okay, these are the rest of the tomato suckers that I have. I got one inside and got my basket of seeds I can plant. I got my glove on because in order to plant these tomatoes, I do need to pull out some stuff. And I've been using these because it saves my arms from being itchy. If you want to check out a pair, I'll leave a link down in the description box where you can get 10% off. Okay, we are at the bed that I want to get the tomatoes planted in. It is a weedy mess. This is Morning Glory. You can tell it looks like sweet potato vine. And then there's just grass all throughout here. There's I'm going to leave in this tomato plant, but I'm going to take out the rest of the tomato plants that are here and hopefully get some of this weeded and plant the tomatoes. Okay, this is tiring and boring, so I'm gonna stop. I did get the weeds that would be in the way, so you can see there's still a bunch of weeds there, but majority of the weeds that were in the way, I got them. I threw them in a pile right there, and I'm going to begin planting because I'm running out of time and I want to get this in the ground. Okay, so I have them all laid out. I'm just going to dig a hole under each spot, add some bone meal and blood meal, and plant them. And if there's any weeds that are directly in my way, I'll pull them as I go. But for the most part, I'm just working on making sure there's no weeds where I want to plant. Like I've stated before, these are no-dig beds, which means I just put down cardboard and added soil on top. And then after, this had bachelor buttons and snapdragons in it. And after that was done, I added 2 more bags, I think, of black cow on top. So, just building up the soil. I'm gonna add the bone meal, blood meal. And you can see the roots aren't tight or anything, they're still hanging. Plant it as deep as it could go. Then add the soil back. It has started to rain. I didn't get 3 planted, and I didn't get any seeds planted before the rain. Depending on how hard it's raining, I'm going to bring you guys inside so my camera doesn't get wet. And if it's not raining too hard, if it's still just drizzling like this, I'll probably get those last 3 planted and then maybe work on some seeds if it's not pouring raining. Okay, we're in the truck. As you can see, I'm sweating. I did get those last 3 tomato plants in the ground and then it stopped raining, but I had already committed in my mind that I was done, so I didn't get to plant seeds. I have a hard time staying doing one thing for a long time and staying focused and on track, and so I decided it was time for a change of pace. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and drop this stuff off at Goodwill, exchange the things I need at Walmart, and then come back and plant some seeds. And I think that would actually, besides doing my kids' hair, I think that would actually be everything on my list completed. So I put this stuff inside of the truck because I didn't know if it was gonna rain. So I just have to pull it out and they'll bring out a bin for me to put it in. It's so cloudy. It was raining when I was driving here. It's a big gray cloud. Super gray out here. Okay, exchange what I needed to exchange. I did go ahead and get one of these smoothie drinks because I'm so thirsty and I forgot my bottled water, even though I said I was gonna grab it on the way out. And this will give me lots of sugar and a quick boost so that I could get back home and plant those seeds. So while we were gone, my son went ahead and set up the cages from Forever Garden Beds, and I'm so happy with them. I was not expecting them to be this big, even though I did get, I think these were 6 feet. I'm not sure. I think I ordered the 6 feet one, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them around our tomatoes. Wow, that looks really good. Really good. I was saying cool and good at the same time. So it makes it look so high being in these tall beds. Maybe I'll actually let these bush out since they have such a big space. We'll see. I just looked at my list, and the only things that I have left is I wanted to plant potatoes and planting those seeds, but I am super tired. Oh, and doing hair. I'm super tired right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I probably will come back out later to plant those seeds, or have my kids plant the potatoes for me or something like that. It's already past 2 o'clock. We started this video at, I think, 8, so it's been about 6 hours, and I'm gonna go ahead in and relax maybe for a bit and then start on hair. So if you're still here and you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.